So it's 7:30. I've had a shave. I look much better. My hair though is going to stay wild for a while. So taking the dogs out for just half an hour. They've had two pretty good walks today. One for my mum, one for my dad. So I'm going to give them just roughly half an hour. And to say that I've been in practically all day except for a walk to the shop and back and then a quick ride on the bike. This is my leisurely exercise now on foot, because I did a walk to the shop, which was for essentials. That's one, don't count as leisure. Then I rode to grandma's and back to deliver essentials, so that's not exercise, that's for leisure, that's to help my grandma. So I'm actually walking now properly as my real form of exercise. And well, it's a nice evening. So yeah, half an hour with the dogs, take them back home, and then I'm probably going to go back out for another hour or so and enjoy my time out. Because I think realistically I'm going to walk down Coolpath Industrial Estate and then walk back along the main road and back home, and then just go on to the golf course, you see. That's my plan. And when I get home, well tonight, might go on my laptop for a little bit and do a couple of videos, or just the one. Bloody hell! Getting yanked by one of my dogs. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh, that's the aim of my plan anyway. To 10k on the bike. Good, eh? So yeah, if I'm aiming for half an hour roughly with the dogs, that's like 1.5 miles roughly altogether. Yeah. Hold on. The dogs are a bit slow. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a simple walk with them, and then I thought realistically I'll do the golf course on my own, because if I'm going to go somewhere where it will potentially get dark over time, being on the golf course, I just thought, you know what, it's ideal. Waiting for dogs again. Yeah, they definitely don't need a long walk. They definitely don't. So yeah, literally, I had an idea about going blue for NHS, and my idea was a bit stupid. But I just thought, well, realistically, I have got blue t-shirts anyway. I've got my blue PlayStation 1 that I've got anyway, and I've got this. And I've also got my New York City one as well. And I've got Toronto Blue Jays shirt as well. Do I have any others? Don't think I do I? Don't think so. But I'm going to suggest to work that when we do go back, I don't know, but when we go back, to potentially go blue for NHS. So wear something associated with blue at work to associate and resemble the NHS, which I think's an alright idea. I would have thought. I'm not going to wear one of my football t-shirts to work. Might wear a Toronto one to work though. Quite possibly. I was literally like, I don't see anyone. Someone up that way. I do see a lot of people coming this way though. Don't know if it's family or They're hanging about together. No, I genuinely don't know. I'm just going to put the dogs on a lead. Do you know, out of a lot of people that I see wearing football t-shirts, I wonder how many will have heard of Queen of the South. I don't know. I mean, I've had a few, regarding work, I've had a few people come in that are Scottish, and you can tell. I'm not going to try do a Scottish accent, I'm not going to try. But they're like, oh, which team do you support then? I was like, support Burnley, an English team. I was like, do you support a Scottish team? I said, yeah. So they're like, oh, please don't be like a Celtic or a Glasgow. I just stopped because there was quite a few drivers coming up and down here. And glass as well on the ground. So he was like, oh, please don't say you're a Rangers fan or Celtic fan. I was like, well, no, neither of them. He said, well, which team then? I said, I'm Queen of the South. He went, who are they? Said they're a second division team. And I'm like, oh, right, okay. Oh, I fancy that then. He was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I said, nope. I was like, no, they're not the best team, but I stayed in Dumfries for a week. Thought I'll have a look for their local team, Queen of the South. So, you know what? That explains that story. Wow, this bit's breezy. Just had a right idiot drive down the hill at crazy speed. Just gonna pause a moment. Could this be the moment I have this road to myself? No, because there's two people walking behind me up there. No, but regarding traffic wise, I do for now. I'm seeing this same driver drive like an absolute knob, going down and then coming back up again. Well, my plan has changed, so I'm going to stay out with these for like an hour now, because, well, I am. And then I'm going to go back home with these, and then I'll potentially go out again or just stay in. To realistically achieve 10k for today, I would only have to do 5-ish miles, because I've already done the one earlier. And I don't have to do 10k absolutely every single day, you see. I want to get as close as I can to 124 miles or 200 kilometres by the end of Tuesday. Okay, I don't know what that was. I'm going to go along the riverside. Thought it'd be quite nice, you know. Riverside, oh yeah, Riverside, and then up to, what's it called? Saddleworth Road, and then up and down the hill. Yeah, that sounds like a nice idea. I was thinking coincidentally this might be the third Sunday in a row where I drop the dogs off and then go out by myself. I don't know though, not really. Not really sure about that though. I mean, I did say I was going to do like an hour or so with the dogs. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could do an hour with the dogs and then go back out. But it depends on how I'm feeling. So, I don't have to go the same way every time. I mean, I'm going up Riverside now, which is my idea now, and I don't want to see anybody. I actually don't want to see anybody at all, because, well, last few times I've come to the Riverside, it's just been packed with people that are like, all right, does this exist now? All right. And I was talking to my dad about it, and I honestly thought he was going to be like, just shut up, morning, Jamie. But he actually agreed with what I was saying, because I was saying a lot of the people that go out exercising normally, like me, are having to put up with the people that don't exercise often. Like the people that, ironically, because of a pandemic, are going out more, but basically before the pandemic, didn't go out at all. And a lot of people were like, oh, where's this go? I don't know this area very well. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Don't know where I'm riding. And my dad was like, oh, well, he rode his bike yesterday and he was stuck behind people that really didn't know where they were at all. Like riding the bike, they were just like so new to it and so very basic with it and being simple and odd. I said, well, I walk along here or walk along wherever and people are just straight up weird about it. I mean, I'm walking along, there's someone else that's coming this way now, a dog walker. It's alright though. Dog walkers are fine. It's people that are in big families that are like, oh god, I didn't know this existed. I suppose where we could go is go along the past the Bosch factory, then go past that way, go along that path, get to the end, go up the hill, towards like, what's it called? I forgot its name now. Saddleworth Road. Go down the hill and then drop back down past the. Go down the hill to come back to here. I'll do a visual when I get to it. So my idea was to go that way along the path to the end where the houses are, then walk up the hill back to Saddleworth Road, walk along the bit of road up there, and then walk back down this bit of hill, and then go back that way. Possibly along the river, maybe not the riverside, but maybe that bit. So there's one thing saying it, and there's another thing doing it. And I've kept saying it to myself, I might actually do that way. So, well, I keep telling myself to do it, and I ain't done it yet. So, what do you think might be a good idea? Do the damn walk, Jamie. I think realistically the walks that my mum and dad have done have been quite minimal. Having remembered where my dad went, it seemed very quickly that he was back in quick time, and then my mum did a very, very short walk with them. So it's kind of up to, well, it's not kind of up to me, but it is me that does a longer walk with them, realistically. And I'm at 102 miles of walking for the whole month. So if I do like an hour's worth of walking and get to like 106, 107, then get as close as I can to 122, and then when it comes to the very last week of April, I don't have that far to go. Because you work your absolute bollocks off to do as much mileage as you can in that 3-week period, and then it comes to that very last week, it's like you can kind of like take your foot off the pedal a little bit. I still want to do 1,000 minutes of a watch, bear in mind, but with the mileage you can kind of like relax a little bit. And by the way, next week might be that week I don't do my mileage, well, not my mileage, but my minutes on my watch. But it is what it is. Take each bit in its own stride, one day at a time, bit by bit. And yes. Oh yeah, by the way, the restriction were of 3 weeks got put to another 3 weeks. And when I hear certain things on the phone of why it's been restricted, well, actually my mum on the phone had an elderly couple. They went out to drive to the seaside because they wanted to look at the sea. An elderly couple, car broke down, needed somebody to come out to them. Rather than going to a paramedic, that could be going to save someone's life. The truck driver, the recovery driver is going to save somebody or recover somebody that is fancied a quick drive to the seaside, and then left their engine running. Engine went flat. Oh dear. You know, there seems to be a real correlation of all drivers just going out, oh, I fancied a drive, just want to go to the seaside and look at the sea, and then they've had their engines running in the cars, and then that's it, they've just flat battery. So priority calls aren't getting done because people want to drive to the fucking seaside and look at the sea. I do. I really want to go to Southport, but am I going to be that much of an arse and do it? No, I'm not. So there's other people spoiling it for the rest of the country. Ooh, there's sheep in the field. Did I say sheep? Because they're the funniest looking sheep ever. The cows, obviously. I'm not going to let the dogs off. I would normally on here, but if there's some cows on that corner that I can't see, then who's to blame? Me. So for security and purposing for the dogs and myself, I'm going to keep them on. And then head up the hill to the main road, then walk back down towards the Bosch factory, and then head possibly to the golf course then. Could do. That's not a bad idea, really. I mean, I could actually do the walk, go down to the factory again, walk along the woodland path, and then walk up the pathway to the golf course. It's not a bad idea, is it? Not a bad idea. I was thinking about Google Earth as well, like with ideas, and I did an abandoned monument in Bulgaria. Well, various actually. Can't remember the name of it. Not at all. But yeah, and then I would like to do Sandusky, Cedar Point, Ontario Place, and then there was, wow, what was the place? Wuhan, obviously done that already, but I did a quick little look though, and one of the places on the news as to where potentially this outbreak could have started was Wuhan Institute of Virology. So I think on Google Earth I'm going to record it like at night, just looking around that area, kind of like revisiting Wuhan. Considering 2 months ago when I posted the video and it's nearly been watched like 500 times, it's nuts. But if I look at this Institute of Virology, then I mean, I could even put that in the title of the video. And I think to myself, like, put that up I really kind of prioritise what goes up on the channel. Well, I don't hear any traffic, not a thing. I can hear the wind. I mean, I'm not going to be on the main road for long. I'm going to go back down to where Bosch is. What the hell? Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. I'm going to walk on the pavement now to be safe. Use my common sense and knocking. But wow, good lord. I mean, I'm not going to be on the main road for long because I'm going to go down to Bosch, but I wonder how many cars I'll see. I remember last Sunday actually when I did my walk. Was it last Sunday? I didn't see a damn car from top to bottom in the whole duration of being out. I didn't see anything. I think it was last week or the week before. It's still relatively quite light. Phew. It's nice. Getting a little chilly, but oh my god. So in the background, the field that's been cut, that's where I walked with the dogs. Well, it's poo path practically. That is mad. Yeah. Well, there are the signs for welcome to Greenland. I mean, I see somebody, that's a good sign. So it's not just fully abandoned. But regarding drivers, nobody. So I'm actually at now, so where is it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going down that road now, which goes back towards the riverside. Yeah. And there's absolutely nothing coming. I kid you not. Nothing that way. And absolutely nothing that way. I thought there was a car coming, it's just the wind. Right. Right then. Let's go down here. Wow, it's still quite light. And it's 8:25. Well, I want to say at night, but it's not night time yet. So it's 8:25 at dusk. So I hated the time when you could just not walk absolutely anywhere because it was so dark so early. Like, even at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it was dark. It was just crap. It sucked. It really sucked. So for it to be nearly 8:30 and it not be dark, it's great. It's absolutely great. And I was thinking to myself, there's a car down there, but the lights that are on down there are, well, you guessed it, they're on. Do you know, it's actually really strange to be walking down here because I'm so used to walking up it. So to be walking down it is quite strange. And I guess another time with the dogs, do walk along the riverside, then walk up this way, then turn left, and then go down that bit to the houses, and then go back along the riverside. Possibly. It's an idea. Right, I can let the dogs off again now, because I'm going to go along the woodland path. Wow. So I literally was here like 20 minutes ago. Well, actually, no, I think less than that. I reckon like 15 minutes ago. That's bizarre. That I walked from that direction, walked that way, all the way to the end of the houses, up the road, along the main road, then back to here. Yeah, that's quite a surprise. That didn't take very long at all. So now I'm walking along the woodland path. That didn't take long very long. That didn't what? That what? That didn't take very long. And the thing is, I'm nearly at a 5k with the dogs, and I've not even really been out an hour. So I'm thinking now, what do I do? Well, yeah, I could go to the riverside and go along to the end, but do I go out again? Do I drop the dogs off now? Well, no, shall I drop the dogs off when I get home and then go out again, or shall I just stay in? I think potentially riverside, then back home. I'm just being careful now because I've just seen two lads running down from the golf course to here. I don't know. So what I'll do actually is whatever way they go, I'll go the opposite way to them. Somebody walking through the river down there. Why? There's a path. For a reason. Oh dear. Right, so the two that went from the golf course to the main path went to the riverside. So we're going to go along the farm, which overall isn't a bad thing. It's windy though, surprisingly. And I'm reminded that it is a farm because it smells. Oh boy. Well, that's been quite nice. I've done a 5k. It's relatively actually not that dark yet. It's still dusk. I mean, I could literally go home and just stay home really. I've already done a 10k on the bike today, so do I need to go out again and realistically do another 10k? Don't need to really, but not sure, not really. I think I could go along footpath though, and back that way. Could do. Do you know, I think it's virtually impossible to have this road to yourself. Oh, there's nobody coming that way now. Oh, there's somebody driving down this way. Great. Not at all. The only way you're going to get to have this road to yourself is if it's closed. Because like I said before, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what day it is, there is never not anybody on this road. Ever. And I mean ever. Right, I'm at 3.6 miles. So yeah, when I get home, it'll be like 4-ish miles. Pretty sure. Well, yeah, it will be about 4 miles. So I don't really know whether to go back out to complete 10 kilometers of exercise. But then again, when I do get back home, it'll be about 9 o'clock at night. And I can probably say about night now. I mean, it's late dusk going to quite night conditions. I mean, it's still light in the sky, but it's like on point of being dark. So I've done a lot of 10Ks in April. I mean, even the 10K on the bike today. So do I realistically need to do a 10K? Not really, no. But having got to 102 miles for this month, and then having probably going to do a 4 miles anyway, it'll be at 106. Anyway, so whatever I can get it to by April of by April next Tuesday, will leave me not very much to do for the last week of April. And that's what I want for that last week, to kind of have it not as hard and like take it easy. But then again, if I get to the point of doing 4 miles and it's like literally 2 hours, no, not 2 hours, 2 miles to go to do a 10K, am I going to turn it down? Depends on how tired I am, really. Oh, I've got a timer. I'm no surprise because I vlog so bloody much. So there was a guy here that was on his skateboard practicing, and I'm like, why not? Because you've got the space to have it on a Sunday. Why not use it? And he said, do you think Jet will be open? In Jet Garage. I said, don't really know, because not walked that way. Might not be. He said, what about Co-op? So I'm sure it was 8 o'clock every day. It's shut now. And he said, well, what about Tesco? I said, I think that's 10 o'clock. And it's 20 to 9 now, so might have enough time to get there. I can't promise, but potentially. No, I think realistically, coming to doing 10Ks for tonight, I might just go straight home. Realistically, I'm going to keep the dogs on the leads as well for this bit. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. So just go home. Simple as. I mean, I'll probably get to do a longer walk tomorrow, perhaps. See how it goes, take it by each day. That's all I can do. Oh, and look at Wuhan on Google Earth again, at that Institute of Virology. I'm thinking about it realistically. On my computer I've got 4 folders of videos, and that's it. I've got 4 folders of videos to edit and then render and then put on my hard drive. But then that'll be it. And then, well, Google Earth videos, and then I want one for Roberto Segate again, and then that'll be it. Yeah, that's not an important video, not really. I think regarding mileage wise and the time, because it's now like 10 to 9 at night, I think I'm just going to stay in, make the wise decision to stay in. Realistically, I could just do that. Yeah. But there was an idea I had. If I did decide to go for another bit of an extended walk, which is really unlikely now, would be to walk past the park, up Victoria Road and back home. But nah. I'll just go home. Might just do that, really. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, it'd be just nice to go home and just have a shower, get changed into my pyjamas, and then, well, whatever really. I've been doing a lot of taking my doodles, or my designs that I've been taking pictures of and then making digitally. No, I genuinely thought I heard fireworks going off, which is something I can't understand. Not really, can't understand it. Really can't. Yeah, that's not normal. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the outro here. Can't believe I was like, I'm going to go back out and do an extra little bit of mileage. Yeah, just stay at home, Jamie. When it's getting darker, and make that decision to stay in. So yeah, I'm going to be going home now. Actually, let's just check my mileage. So yeah, 4.3 miles, pretty good. Yeah, I'll just go home. Yeah, just do that. So I've been Jamie Hudson, thanks for watching, and well, goodbye.